Hey, how's it going, boys? What is up? Sarah's back for another character impressions. Hello, and now everybody's been waiting for this character. Apparently, no, actually, everybody's been waiting for another character, which is we get into that shortly. So we have Ladiva. It's very likely that this guy is not limited. He's probably a guy that you can sub-ticket or whatever. The other one is the limited one. So, okay, what we got? Love Serving Bomb. Massive earth damage to a foe. Oh yeah, it's earth and attack and fist. And Love Grapple's cooldown. Boost to CA specs against foes with grapple effect. Attack is lowered. Love Grapple grapple effect to a foe. What? Wait, what? Anticipating each other's moves. Can't be removed. Can't grant grapple effect to more than one foe at a time. Huh? It lasts for one turn? Magnificent Magnum Chop. Earth damage to a foe, hit to defense. Additional effect against foes with grapple effect. Stun effect. Oh, that's one thing you don't really see often. Yikes. Fanatical Fighting Soul. Boost to all allies multi-attack rate and hype. Additional effect when foe has grapple effect. Supplemental damage effect to all allies one foe attacks. Wow, interesting. Lasts for 3 turns. This looks like the OP one. Alright, passive is Passionate Pummeling. When targeted by a foe with grapple effect, earth damage to all foes. Delay effect. Wait, what? True heroism. More likely to be targeted, even more likely when foe has grapple effect. High max HP. Oh, so he has really high hostility. You know, I like how this only works for one turn. Yeah, this only works for one turn. So you always need to Ogi. So Octo is a fucking synergy again? You can... Dude, Earth is like filled with Octo and Yugen synergy, man. Why is it always Octo and Yugen, man? Nah, just like feed more meter, please. All these characters that requires meter feeding or whatever. What the hell? Oh my god. Doesn't look too bad actually. Yeah, it honestly doesn't look too bad. This thing. I don't know what the gender is. This thing. My guess is that the cooldown for this might be around 6 turns, 6 to 7 turns. This will go down by 1 turn. This should go down by 1. Wait. This should go down by 1 turn, doesn't it? But I'm probably thinking this 2 is just gonna minus 1 turn as you level them. So it'll be both 7 turns. But I kind of find it like a little bit redundant if they actually reduce this cooldown instead of this. You know, when you level the character. Because the cooldown, I felt like the cooldown doesn't really matter since you'll be ending its cooldown anyway, right? If you Ogi, there's really no reason for you, for them to actually decrease this cooldown at all. Like, they can just leave it at 8 and it should be just fine anyway. Since you'll be Ogiing a lot. The thing they should reduce is this one. This is the thing that makes him really strong. Her, it, whatever. And this one. This two. This two wax makes Ladiva really strong. Because this applies to everybody and supplemental damage. And because he has super high hostility, especially when this is in effect, right? When this is in effect, his hostility increases even more, which in minutes sounds like it's like 60 to 70%. And not to mention, I got a feeling this dude's EMP has like hostility up as well. So yeah, I mean, you get extra nuke whenever he gets attacked, which is pretty nuts. Though I'm kind of curious to see how much the nuke is though. Very nice. Especially when you when you're using the Lobelia guy, I guess. Even more nukes. I wonder how much his HP is. I mean, his base HP is relatively high already, because usually it's not this high. I know usually base HP is like between 1.1 to 1.2, or 1k rather. 1.3 to almost 1.4 is actually relatively high. His base attack is relatively high as well for a level 80, and not to mention he has his passive, so technically this scales off this really high. Really good though. I like it. You can even make the Akasha thing a whole lot better too with this guy, because his fists. Yeah, I guess you can just use like Dante, Ladiva, and like Medusa or something. Looks pretty neat actually. Yeah, you just use Dante, Ladiva, and Medusa, and then use Akasha main hand on your MC. Damn, it looks really good though. But I feel like it's very hard to make this guy work if you don't really Ogi that much. Even though if you're using like a full auto team or whatever, I feel like it's cucking Ladiva a lot, because you want Ladiva to Ogi non-stop just for this. Yeah. You definitely just want Ladiva to Ogi non-stop, right? So I guess you can just make do without like just using Ladiva without like the full auto setup or something. I mean, okay. First things first. I mean, I have no freaking idea what these numbers are, but if you're using this guy, Ladiva, and you're using the Akasha X as main hand, right? I think it's more than enough to make it a little bit more consistent on your party members to what's that? Make your multi attacks on your party a little bit consistent. Plus, you probably have Ultima anyway, right? You can just use Ultima Fist or whatever shit. And because if you're using Octo anyway, if you put it that way, if you're using Octo in your team with Ladiva and some other character, and then your MC is using Akasha X as a main hand, and then you can just use like the other slot as like Medusa or whatever, I still think that's pretty good already, because your Ultima is really, technically affecting 2 characters. So I think it's just not too bad. It may work. I don't think you need Ultima in there, but it's gonna be nice. Anything works with Aya, basically. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really name him. But yeah, this looks really good. I was kind of hoping this lasts a little longer though. This guy might be situational though. What? What? Wait, that's it? So I just need to put in HP? And that? Just HP and that? And crit? That was underwhelming. Yeah, that's a little bit underwhelming. I didn't expect it was just HP. Huh. Yeah, that was my comments on the EMP. I mean, okay, the EMP is a little bit mediocre. And I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I feel like you only use Ladiva when you have Octo or Yugen in your team. I don't think you really use Ladiva that much besides that, because you kind of want to have someone generating meter for Ladiva, like a lot, because of this. It's just really because of this. Seeing how all of the skills of Ladiva is so well rounded around the grapple effecting, which lasts for only 1 turn. It makes sense if it lasts for 2 turns, right? Or maybe it can last for 2 turns, I don't know. Ladiva is going to be a situational character, because the skill set is good, but it's very situational, seeing how it's very catered towards characters that provides meter to Ladiva in order to be a whole lot better, compared to like if you're using, you know, like full fist teams or whatever. So yeah, that's really it. That's really it for Ladiva's impressions, I guess. So like, subscribe, LeMayo.